week is proceeding in a manner to which you would like it to become accustomed. And welcome to this morning's broadcast of The Long Dark. So, yesterday was interesting in that it was very quiet. In nearly 3 hours, I saw one wolf. That was it, and I didn't shoot it. It's almost as though, as the title suggests, the world is holding its breath. I am strongly reminded of that hackneyed phrase, it's quiet, too quiet. As if that's actually possible. Well, I suppose technically it is, but not in the circumstances under which that phrase is normally announced. But it was a successful day. I got matches and salt. I got matches from Sutherland the trader. I got another portion, 20 kilograms of meat in the meat curing box. Thank you, Mr. Luce, for your contribution, as inadvertent though it was. And I am developing a plan such that once the moose skin is cured and I've got everything fixed, I'm going to head back to Desolation Point in search of, hopefully, a hacksaw to pick up my arrowheads and possibly make another set of tools. So that's my immediate term plan. So, good morning, Eugene. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Say hello to Eugene, everybody. So let's see what this world is going to do to me today. And it is morning. Yay. Do I mean yay? I don't really know. Oh, that's right. It was extremely cold outside. And, yeah. That is, oh look, it's terrible outside. Quickly dash back in before it does the autocorrect. So here's the moose line. I didn't shoot the deer, I found it. Why do I have the cured deer? Oh, that's right. I was going to fix boots. So why do I have the cured deer? Yes. Fixed the wrong thing, didn't I? Yes, I did. Oh, that was foolishness on my part. Okay. Never mind. I'll get it right this time. Well, that's not the worst mistake I've made in the game. I still remember one of my very early runs when I started making deerskin boots and then clicked on something else and started making deerskin something else. I was not happy about that. Oh. It isn't any better. In fact, it still sounds... Oh, yes. Was it the travois I was trying to repair? Yeah, there was that moment, that Oh, okay. I thought we were going to get another blizzard. Instead, we're just getting heavy snow. Yes, that was an irritating moment. Poor deer hides trying to fix something. I will accept Eugene's memory, but in fact it was a travois. Yeah, I had 4 cured deer hides, and I had, oh, it must have been something like a 90% chance of getting a successful fix, and every single one failed. I think to say that was irritating is putting it mildly. Alright, so let's see. I've got, oh, I need to grab a couple of torches. I'm running out of torches. Okay. Let's go and see whether we have what we might do if the weather cooperates. This is about as cooperative as the weather's going to get. Check our rabbits. You know what I'm doing? Yes. I think I might get away with carrying just a little bit today. That is such an easy thing to forget. Oh, don't carry anything vaguely stinky. And I am carrying half a kilogram of something vaguely stinky. It's quietly amusing to me that in Interloper, things like the bears don't respawn as often as you might like. Because of course, the bear is such a useful resource. On the other hand, once we're coming back, we would hopefully a rabbit or two. Or two.
Too heavy.
Oh, a snare is too heavy, is it? Oh, how about that? Free Fire Day, maybe. Would be nice to get something to talk about. Let's see, Restream appears to be behaving itself. During last night's stream, Restream chat decided it was going to disconnect from YouTube, so I missed comments that were being made. Which is unusual because normally I can see the Restream, the YouTube comments before they pop up. But no, this time, because I was playing Warframe's a little bit more demanding of my on-stream attention. I couldn't actually see activity on the YouTube chat screen. Good morning, Danny, or good evening, I should say. Hello, Peanut, Lola, and Earl. Hope you are not giving your mum a heart. Yes, there was something wrong. Well, at least you could hear me. Fortunately, it's a quiet game. I swear about 1 in 20 live streams, that's something I forget. And the funny thing is, or it's not funny, but amusing maybe, is right before I started the stream, the thought that went through my head was, don't forget to move the microphone into position. And of course, what did I do? I forgot to move the microphone into position. I mean, at least it wasn't muted. I mean, that's one good thing. You know, when the computers turn on, the microphone turns on. Right, cooking, I think. Yeah, let's see if we can get some of this lot cooked up. I never said you were, and nor did I think it. And if I did think it, I wouldn't be as gauche as to actually say it. Right, what are we cooking? We are cooking everything. I actually should probably start 2 fires. I will cook up some water as well. And doing it outside.
Too much stuff to.
Yes, I know. I did actually realize that. Strangely enough. Ah, here it is.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Yeah, and I'm probably going to regret having moved that too far forwards. Oh well. We'll work with what we've got for as long as I can. Still, if the wind is behind me, oh no, it's going to go out. Yeah, it's going to go out. And why isn't this one? Oh, that one's too far forwards. That one's not.
I can barely walk with this much gear. Come on. Come on.
That's why I don't like putting the fire in that position. There's a little lump right there. Decides it's going to stop me from easily moving side to side. Rabbit snacks. What can I break down for metal? Oh, it's a hand cart. I didn't realize.
I need to drop something.
Are you giving somebody free advertising on my channel? Good morning, Tony. Oh, I see. Sorry, I looked at it and said, what? Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, having an outdoor campfire cookout. We did once have 2 bears in this area. We had one come down the road from there and another one come from that direction, and I ended up shooting them both from here. The bear that's over in that direction never did it again. Hello, Battlefield for the win.
Something's gotta go.
Yeah, just cooking. I think that's the last of the moose. It is indeed, yes. Yeah. Relatively safe. Nice weather, free fire. Didn't have to expend a match. No, no. Yes. When that gets too much, I end up sticking it over there just to get rid of it. We have had serious fat piles before. It's going to take too long. No. And day 175, 176, something like that. And it's Interloper. Oh no, no base decoration has taken place. For which I make no apologies.
Might have to drop some gear.
Okay, I think I've got just enough time. Honestly, haven't really had enough time for base decoration. Is there an achievement for Interloper? Oh, no. I haven't gotten anywhere near that. My best is 500. That's it. No, not my best is 500 days. I did get the 500-day achievement. I do have a stalker run, which I haven't died in, but I got bored after 600 odd days. So I switched to Interloper. Which might say something about my questionable judgment. It's unlikely I'll ever get 1,000 days, and I'm not too worried about it. Right, I've got a couple of minutes before... It does, doesn't it? It's, after a while, yeah, it's all the same.
All this gear is slowing me down.
Where's my rabbit skin collection? It's in this region. Oh. Forgot I hadn't gathered the last bit of guts.
This gear's starting to slow me down.
You're complaining, Mackenzie. Stop complaining. Well, at least I'm going to have enough water to last me for a few days. Oh, you mean you don't actually get to shoot mappers? Well, that sounds like a real shame.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
And here's the vital part of any long-form, long dark live stream. The meticulous arrangement of your water bottles. Well, as such long-term players, the two of you can discuss the ghost in the Langston mine. Oh, don't. I hope they don't do anything so ridiculous as that. I would be most displeased.
Too heavy.
Well, from a strict biological sense, you can't ride a moose, so... Although I'm sure somebody's tried it. I mean, if they managed to put a saddle on an ostrich, I suppose someone must have tried to put a saddle on a moose. Pretty good. That's still wearing the aviator cap. One bearskin coat, which needs fixing. My second wolfskin coat. The other one stashed away in Mystery Lake, I think. Those need fixing. That's why I got rabbit skins. Yeah. Oh God, don't. So yeah, I plan on continuing this until such time as he either falls asleep in front of the fire, or we get a Aurora.
Too much stuff to carry.
That has now formally become my rancid fat pile. And that's almost all the wolf cooked up. Yes, this is very true. Yes, I know. I have so far not gotten the wolfskin pants, arguably because, yeah, it's a heck of a long time to make them. But and I've got the moose. I got a moose skin curing. So I'm going to get the moose skin bag. Why did I do that when I could have just... Never mind. Now there's my cured meat pile.
I need to drop something.
No, that's fine. Everybody is welcome to share. Please do. Why would I complain that you're sharing my channel with somebody? All I've got is a few rabbity bits. I have, in fact, and Eugene might remember this, got Aurora's concert from Sky Children of the Light set to a scene in the Long Dark. Because of various restrictions, it's not necessarily viewable in some countries, but I did do it. So if you're in the UK, I don't think you can view it, but Americans can view it, I think. tend to think of her as being a bit like a modern version of Bjork, but I'm not sure if that's entirely correct. She gives me the same sort of vibe. Yep, that's all the facts. That's almost all the meat. Okay, we are. Yeah, in Sky Children of the Light, there's actually a concert that she did live that you can go see. From a gaming perspective, it's quite something. It's a bit strange, but that's just me. I have a weird sense of humor. Oh, might as well make some more water. That's all my meat cooked. If we can believe that. I think she is blonde, isn't she? For a while there, my live stream of the Aurora concert in Sky Children of the Light was, I think, one of my more successful live streams. And nobody's watched it since. Yes, but like I say, the problem is I'm not sure you'll be able to view it in the United Kingdom. It's yeah, I mean, yeah. Now we're getting onto one of my, I won't say pet rants about video game music being restricted. Hinterland's very good. You can use their music. Digital Extremes, including Warframe, very good. Other games, not so much. And because my personal opinion is, if your music shows up in a video game, creators like myself ought to be able to use it in the context of that video game. But that's not what happens if you're doing a live stream of say a run of Sky Children of the Light, and you go through the whole Eye of Eden, go through Orbit thing. There's a section of that will be muted on Twitch and give you not a copyright strike, but a region lock on YouTube. That's a good point, but she also allowed it to be used in the video game. So, as far as I'm concerned, that still qualifies. And yes, I know I'm being pedantic. There should be a clause somewhere that says. Actually, I think it was created. Do you know? I don't know. Ah, no, I don't know. I don't think it was created specifically for the video game. And the funny thing is, I did actually read the part of the terms of service / end user license agreement which discusses using Aurora's work. And I can't remember what it said. I think my conclusion was, if in doubt, ask. But worst case, what happens is it'll get region locked. And here's the thing for anybody considering using music in your content: upload it to private first. If you upload to private without issue, you're good. If you upload to private and there are copyright issues, it won't count as a strike against you because it's private. So therefore, sometimes you can fix it right then and there, because YouTube does have a feature where it will remove the music from your uploaded video, and it actually does a pretty good job of it. So.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Oh! I forgot. I have one lone piece of rabbit sitting in a footprint. Oh, it's a 2-minute cook. The only music that is blocked might give you not a copy. Will give you a copyright warning. In Warframe is 9 Inch Nails, because of course it is. Oh yeah, it's quite common to see various creators at various times, or commentators who are commenting on a game, and they will have to mute game music because of potential copyright issues. And in this day and age, with the game developers knowing that people are going to stream or make videos about their stuff, you know, it would be a nice gesture for them to say, you know what, if it's in the game, we're not going to copyright strike you. Right. That's actually a good thing. That's very useful. I mean, none of the games that I stream have that issue. Well, so that's not necessarily true, but the ones I stream on a regular basis don't have that. But Sky doesn't have a streamer mode, for example. You know, but it's, I mean, Hinterland's very useful for me because, of course, I use their music for my inter-game scenes, which is very nice. Not necessarily the scenes themselves, but the fact that I can do that digital extremes, same thing. I started using Library of the Manifold. By the way, if you haven't heard Library of the Manifold, it is probably one of my favorite pieces of video game music of all time. It's really, really quite something. Not library, Lullaby of the Manifold. So I use that for Warframe streams. Oh, there is another game, strangely, which has potentially the same problem. And that is a Euro Truck Simulator. Because in Euro Truck Simulator has you can turn on the radio. And it's a real radio station. And so when you finish the stream and you go and look after the processing, you find warnings about the music. So that put me off streaming that. Never mind that I, in the end, did not find it to be a hugely streamable game for some reason.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
I think we have enough guts now. Right, let's see. 20 kilograms of moose. Really? I'm not surprised. My son was heavily into that game. I can sort of see that I could have worked up a streaming pattern, if you like, around it. The biggest risk, strangely, was if I had the radio one and it was a talk radio show, I would be entirely too likely to comment on what's being said on the talk radio show, which might or might not have ended up being moderately controversial. And I normally try and avoid that. Well, I guess I know what I'm doing today.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
And this time I'm going to remember to dump the charcoal I just picked up. When I put together my my most popular video is actually the Long Dark soundtrack, and it's very simple. It's just all the Long Dark soundtrack music I'd purchased, and then I simply have the title screen for 3 hours or however long it is. And it is my most watched video with something like 1,200 views. The funny thing is, I prefer the Warframe soundtrack, and that's gotten barely 190 views. And yeah. Right, let's see. Food. will give him a break from rancid and going off meat and bear, and he can eat rancid rabbit instead. Look at this. We have water for days, I was going to say. That is, of course, literally true. I haven't gotten Volume 3 yet. I will have to do that at some point. Oh, I was just wondering, what am I carrying that's so heavy? Of course, I forgot to place the cooking skillet. What else have I got that I can safely drop? Let's bite on the bullet and fix my aviator cap. Ooh, and the other thing I should have. Here we go. Oh, I need to fix those. All right. We are definitely making progress. I'm almost proud of this. Look at this. We have our neat little piles. We have our little pile of animal fat. We have our massive meat slick. Well, this isn't a massive meat slick. I've had more massive meat slicks. We have a growing cured meat slick. And this is as clean as this area's been in a long time. And it is freezing out here. Let me think. Let me think. Methinks I have coming up to the first hour of streaming. And therefore, I will take my traditional bio break. So now, everybody, is a good time to stretch your legs, make a cup of tea, get a glass of water and the like. And I will return in approximately 3.5 minutes. Hello. Welcome back. And my observation is that YouTube has genuinely decided that my long dark streams are suitable for TV watching. So a special shout out to everybody in TV land. Let's see. I should probably check my clothing, seeing as I'm waiting for the... Yeah, that does need to be fixed. I can put that off for a bit. That's all right. These do need fixing. That's why I've got... Okay. We do need to do some constructive sewing. What am I doing? Constructive sewing, he said. And I think that is... Nope, I've got one more before I have to resort to using fishing line, which is perfectly reasonable. Okay, we are good-ish to go. Nice 30-degree warmth bonus. I did actually, and I have been giving some thought as to how I can make Warframe more TV friendly, and I will continue to work on that. But the simple fact is the nature of the game does not easily lend itself. Oops. I forgot. It does not really lend itself to TV. But I could actually have specific TV friendly episodes, but overall that's not really the easiest thing in the world to do, unfortunately. Yeah, it's Soulframe should also work, by the way, for TV viewing. Soulframe is a bit niche at the moment because it's not even in pre-release. It's not a well-acknowledged game, but it should be quite suitable because it is much more slower paced. That's not a real clock, unfortunately. That's just my wallpaper on the very old Mac I've got off to the right of me. The funny thing is, I probably missed out on an opportunity to get into the TV world of things. It's taken, oh grief, over a year for YouTube to start pushing my content to TV viewers. I had no idea until recently it was even a major demographic, but in fact In the last few days, at least, it's been a major section, maybe something like up to 75% plus of my viewing hours for The Long Dark, which is substantial. Yes, the game does feel like it's about to drop the hammer on me. I'll probably round the corner and there will be the bear staring at me. What have we got? 2 more rabbits. That is good. What I think we're going to do is a quick dash along the shoreline for useful things. And I can stop for lunch at the hut because I've got fish there. Oh, that is scary when you start seeing the cracks in the ice propagating in that fashion. Oh, that's what it was. A pallet. Oh, I forgot about the salt tin. Glad I came this way now. So for Warframe fans and Soulframe fans, I am planning this evening. It's not exactly a competition, but I am going to stick in my description that if people meet certain requirements, they can earn themselves a Soulframe invitation. But I'm not going to spoil it. It's going to have to be during the live stream. And the answer, by the way, is Googleable, or will be, or it's researchable. So it's not unachievable. But in Soulframe, I've spent the last 3 streams just walking quietly around the island, and even though it does inevitably devolve into combat, it's not high speed and particularly frenetic, so
Fingers feel numb.
you don't completely lose that calm quality that the game has. Now, yesterday I said that I do in fact pick up the discarded torches eventually. I think I am demonstrating that now. Oh, that's the last of my rancid salmon there.
Something's gotta go. I probably actually should rework the scenes for this. Move the music about 10 to 15 seconds forwards. Don't think it's going to make a huge difference, but it actually makes it easier for me to monitor what's going on with that part of it. It's entirely possible. This has been commented on before. And as far as I know, there's almost nothing I can do about it. Given that image and sound are arriving at the streaming computer at exactly the same time, I picked a great time to start heading back. I will definitely try and investigate that. I could possibly increase or decrease the latency in the desktop sound. Actually, I'm not sure it even... Yeah, I have to look into it. But it's not something that seems to happen all the time, just sometimes. So I can only speculate as to why it might be happening. I don't notice it myself. So I'm assuming, therefore, it's happening somewhere during the processing part on the streaming computer. But given that... Yes, it's... No, thank you. I appreciate that. It's kind of weird because I would expect if there was going to be any delay, I would actually expect it to be the other way round. That is, the sound would happen before you see it on the screen, because the streaming computer is having to do quite a bit of work to process the video. I mean, it's having to process 1440p ultra wide.
Goddamn freezing.
And its bandwidth is relatively slim. I only use about 6,800 megabits per second. And so to get, as far as I'm aware, it doesn't happen in other games, no. It's never been commented upon. But to get the image quality you're seeing at the bitrate that Twitch or YouTube allow means that the encoder is doing an awful lot of work and doing a very good job. I do know when I was using this computer, the gaming computer, to do the streaming as well, it would use something like 20% of the GPU. Or if I was doing software encoding, I think it would use about 30 to 40% of the CPU, which is fairly substantial. Moving it over to a second computer obviously frees up all that resources for me, which is very nice to have. And yeah, the streaming computer's happily churning it away without any frame loss or particular issues that I can see. In fact, right now, OBS on my streaming PC is saying 6.7% of the CPU, and I believe I've got that set up for hardware encoding. But Mac, I use, and I've mentioned this before, for it could be, yes, for streaming. I use a baseline M4 Mac Mini that I got refurbished from the Apple Store, and it does a fantastic job. I mean, it really, really does. The amount of work that little computer is doing is quite impressive, because not only is it dealing with fairly high level encoding at 60 frames a second, it's also doing virtual green screen, so it's doing background removal for me. And I know that if I tried to do that on my gaming system, the gaming system would slow to a crawl. Yeah. So if anybody's looking into streaming and is thinking of doing it on two computers, the M series Macs, particularly the M4s, I haven't tested the others, I don't have the means of doing that, they do a really good job. Yeah, I don't know if there's a discussion about ultra wide versus non-ultra wide, but I think it's got a lot of benefits. Not just if you are gaming on ultra wide, but for presentation. Danny and I were discussing, was it yesterday, Danny? Day before? The fact that if you have a 19:6 aspect ratio and you've got the game on there, you don't have a lot of room to maneuver things. It's very difficult to put overlays on and this kind of thing without everything getting completely squished up. With ultra wide, you've got a lot of space to work with, but for some reason, it's not being pushed as an option very much. So not very many people do it. And I wish they would, if only so that Twitch starts supporting it better. Yeah, I think it was yesterday. Mm. As you might imagine, I have strong feelings about certain subjects. But if I were to, for whatever reason, return to, oh, I don't know, 1440p, I would probably still arrange the scenes to be widescreen because of the nice big borders you would have, where I can stick things like chats and webcam, and you know, there's room for maneuver in there without clogging up the grain screen, the game screen.
Too much stuff to carry.
I'll try and keep that the last I say on the subject for now. Let's see. Dropped that. I am now in the process of getting slightly nervous about venturing out because it's been too long since I've had an interesting animal encounter. I don't want interesting animal encounters, but I would rather avoid them. Oh, you irritating game. You didn't, did you? You did.
Behind.
Fur.
The sun's setting. It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
I've had situations where I could not find fur here, and now it's respawning. The funny thing is, and I can't remember if I've ever mentioned this before, YouTube does use the hashtag Ultrawide, so they do recognize that there are people out there who stream on or wish to watch Ultrawide content, but then they don't really properly support it. I imagine that will change over time. YouTube kind of does support ultra-wide. Sort of. And when I was looking for a capture card, I had to be quite specific. Looking for one that would support it. And it turned out to be a case of, yes, the Elgato 4KX will support ultrawide after a specific firmware revision. I think they've got a ways to go to get something which will handle it. I mean, it does handle it. I don't get to complain, but cross fingers for an Aurora. Not going to cooperate, is it? Oh, there you go, 177 days. Nope, not even going to give me a late night. Never mind. Yeah, I can confirm that as far as I can tell, for me, there is no latency in the sound versus the display. Yeah, there isn't. And I hear the sound through the streaming computer. I don't hear it from the gaming system. Mind you, I am officially half deaf, so it's entirely possible that my ability to recognize such things is compromised. Okay, let's give this a wee bit of a sharpen. Can you get whetstones from Sutherland? Yeah, I've got 2 more. Actually, one thing I should do is make a bunch more line. Why am I carrying fresh guts? That's because I forgot. Because I forgot to dump my rabbits. Well, there we go. We will retroactively redefine what I forgot to do as a tactic. Actually, number of times you deliberately make yourself smelly in the game, and I feel like I have to emphasize in the game there, to attract the wildlife in. Alright, what else do I need to do? I'm gonna have to go after ptarmigan at some point. Longer we stay here, of course, the longer the list of things to do becomes. It's just past time. We are definitely hitting a bit of a grind now. Wake up, fix things, check the pelt conditions, move Gut into and out of the bathroom, go check on the rabbits. I actually do need to start hunting deer. That is actually something I should do. Okay, that's what I have literally been waiting for that. So that I can fix. I am going, if it's catastrophically terrible outside, I'm going to make some line. Well, it's not catastrophically terrible. That's official. Bit chilly. I can afford to spend some time. I do not want another mega wolf party. Thank you very much. 11 in 2 days was a little bit much. Right, let's oh, do I already have a couple of hooks? I do. Well, that's potential sewing needs sorted out. Gives me a bit of flexibility there. That is 10 kilograms of salt, isn't it? Yes, it is. Oh, good. Ooh, hang on. Right. Now, oh yes, that's right. I do need to do a deer hunt. We'll go check on the rabbits. This is the part of the game where I start feeling just a wee bit guilty because I don't need the meat. I mean, well, okay, technically, yes, I don't want to use the cured meat for day-to-day feeding, so I always feel a little bit guilty about killing deer when all I'm doing it for is skin and guts. But I've used up all my deer skins, so I got one left. So I do need more. For half a second there, I thought that open door was something else. Well, if nothing else, I'm getting resources. I was about to say, oh look, more rabbits. No, they could just be hovering over the dead body that's on the other side of that tree. Might head up and over the island.
I need to drop something.
I am really surprised, Eugene. I thought when you stopped seeing rabbits, you didn't get any more. The snares wouldn't work. In fact, I'm pretty certain I've seen it behave like that. But I am, as I am getting accustomed to, utterly wrong about that. No, I'm going to head back and shoot the deer. Wolves permitting. I swear I've seen the snares stop working. That means I've been at a serious disadvantage for about the last 800 hours of gameplay. What am I up to? Yeah, nearly 900 hours total. I've been streaming this for nearly 2 years, and it's only 900 hours of gameplay. Well, if there's nothing else around, I might as well. Oh, this deer is making my life. Distressingly easy.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
I swear my shot chances are getting better.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
This might be a little bit overly cautious, to be honest, but still. Okay. I heard a wolf. Definitely heard a wolf there. Mind you, it could be the one that's on the could be the one that's on the far side of the island. I thought you were here earlier, Tony. I hope I didn't forget to say hello. Don't do that to me, darling. You say that, and it shows up on screen. Then there's the beat, and then that deer goes galloping across the landscape, almost certainly not scared by me. Why did it run?
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
I'm not scared, I'm just paranoid. Incredibly paranoid. Oh, do you know what? Even though, as I said, I am seriously deaf. This ear in particular. Most people don't know this, but just then I could hear this tiny, tiny little noise, and I thought, that's my brain interpreting the tinnitus in my ears as noise, which can happen. Nope, there's a deer right there making tiny little clip-clopping noises as it comes towards me. Here's the thing. If that had been a wolf, it would have probably continued right down here and not seen me. Seen me in quotes because of the location. Now that deer takes one look and says, oh, there's a human over there I don't trust, I'm going to run. My last 3 wolves were shot just about there where that fire is. It's a wolf in
Too much
clocks.
stuff to carry.
let's. I was about to say, let's not devolve into pantomime. For anybody not familiar. Because now I am inevitably, perhaps, reminded of the Monty Python movie, The Holy Grail, where they're making clip-clopping noises with coconuts. You know, there's a if I was more of a comedian, you could probably come up with a hilarious dialogue regarding wolves disguising themselves as deer by creeping up behind you and using, deer feet to make the little clip-clop noises so that you feel safe. If a wolf asks me what is the top speed of an unladen sparrow, I am probably going to have a heart attack. Monty Python humor there. Okay, I need next time we go visiting the rabbits, I will... Hang on, what's my worst condition? Gut. I should use that first. Ah, I was wondering where all my gut was. It's in that pile right there. The sad thing is, I do actually need at least one more deer hide, because I should really consider fixing the travois, which is one deer hide, and then I'll need a deer hide eventually for boots and trousers, although I can actually wait a short time. Right. Moving on to the next unpleasant task. Oh, hang on. Let me get something to eat first.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
You know, there's a movie title in there somewhere. You probably all heard of Robin Hood, Men in Tights. I'm not quite sure what you would have as the beginning. Red Riding Hood, Wolves in Clogs. Hello, Ian, it's Popper. I have 177 days on Interloper so far. Oh, that would be funny. Can you imagine? I mean, it's never going to happen, but can you imagine the Monty Python team doing a version of Little Red Riding Hood, which involves wolves in clogs? My mind is just going, that would be hilarious. Perhaps I ought to write Mel Brooks while he's still with us and suggest that he do a version of the Robin Hood story with wolves and clocks. Yeah, no, I don't think that's going to happen, but still.
Too heavy.
There is, while as quiet as it is, something very satisfying about the slow accumulation of resources. I know it's not necessarily the most exciting content in the world, but it's very difficult to make it exciting unless you suddenly get attacked by swarms of rabbits, which, while extremely Napoleonic, is not likely to happen in the game. And yes, Napoleon was famously attacked by rabbits. At least that's the story. The story goes he was basically having a shooting party, and as shooting parties of the era often went, they basically released captured animals and then let everybody shoot at them. Okay, that's a gross simplification. Anyway, on this particular occasion, they decided to do the same thing with rabbits, and the rabbits apparently swarmed Napoleon and his entourage. I'm not actually sure whether I believe that happened. Yeah, but that's the story, and it's amusing enough to repeat. Right, I am going to take a quick break. That's... I don't think he was particularly afflicted at the time. I am going to take a quick break, and I will be back in about 3 minutes. As soon as I figure out which scene to click on. It is this one. Right. Moving on to the final part of the stream. What are the chances we're going to get an aurora? What time of day is it? It is way too early. Is there anything I can do just to pass some time? The simple answer appears to be I've got entirely too many torches. Let's offload a few of those. Torches are clearly heavy. That's about all I can do. All right, we'll just actually we'll see if we can guess what we're going to get by having a quick look at the sky. Oh, well, at least it's clear. Here's a thought. Seeing as the plan is to head into Desolation Point as soon as I've got the extra 5 kilos of carry capacity, I might be advised to oh, and I've got rabbit. That sounds like a non sequitur. Trust me, it isn't. I might be advised to do the trade for the wolfskin pants. I know they don't give you a huge amount of bonus over the deerskin pants and they're too heavy, but they are far more sustainable. I've got far more wolfskins than I know what to do with. So I am very tempted to do that. And I would need a car battery, and I'm pretty certain there aren't any here. So I could grab one while I'm in Desolation Point. And the comment about rabbits is I can make rabbit pies, which give me a carry bonus. Especially if I capture rabbits in Desolation Point. That is called the development of a plan, otherwise known as making it up as I go along. That assumes, of course, that I do get an aurora. I might proactively collect a car battery as well while I'm there. It kind of makes you wonder what Sutherland does with car batteries, because if it turned out, for example, that he was only after the lead, I could just give him the lead. Because I can't use the lead in this in Interloper. Game isn't going to cooperate. No, definitely not going to cooperate. Nope, we're not going to get one. What with the weather doing this. Do our usual regular morning checkup on our guts, skins, and other paraphernalia. Yeah. So what we can do is, at least I can make some arrow shafts. Tools don't make any difference to that, do they? No, they don't. Not doing me any favors, are you, Weather? No, you don't have a bonnet I can lift. Well, you do, it's just broken. It could be worse. I could be in Forsaken Airfield, where, as we know, 3-day blizzards are a thing. How come I have a green birch sapling? Eugene, why didn't you tell me I had a green birch sapling? Oh, that's a very inconvenient place to put it. What else have I got that I need to sort out, so to speak? Oh, I thought you were talking about it. So essentially it's all my fault. Got it. Yes, that makes sense, actually. You did. I didn't realize it was green, so to speak. Undried. Ah.
I could make something with this.
At least I can put things away. Anybody got a use for a spare cardboard box? It is very amusing, if that's the right word, that they give you so many fuses and so many wires. I mean, I know why they do, but it's still daft. Ooh, let's have a look. Nope. You're almost cured. Oh, it's really not going to be generous to me today, is it? I can take advantage. Let's do something dramatic.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
Let's make Eugene happy. For those who are not... Oh, I missed a towel. For those who are not familiar, the on-running, is that joke you would say, is that I haven't put any rugs down in the Quonset garage. Well, given that it's blowing a blizzard outside, that is at least something I can fix. There's Eugene, if you ever decide to start a YouTube channel, you ought to call it Rug Life. If nothing else, you'll be riffing on the trad wife phenomenon. If that's the correct word for it. Oh, excuse me a second. Let me just find out what this is about. I do apologize. Oh.
It's starting to weigh me down.
Oh, that's okay. Right. I am not hugely familiar with. Yay. Are you happy now, Eugene? I have a rug. Look, we have rugs. You'll be satisfied. You're lucky I'm doing this at all. The only reason I'm doing it is we've got a blizzard outside, and I need something to do for the next few minutes, so to speak. Welcome to the light entertainment section of the stream. Where we now discuss the aesthetics of rug placement. We wouldn't let him do that. I would somehow forcibly stop him. Of course, this is really a welcome mat, isn't it? We ought to have one by the doors. Oh, good. Thank you, Daisy Goon. Don't encourage Eugene any more than we can avoid it. Actually, all right. I'm going to have to admit it does look a heck of a lot better. Oh dear me. This is what it's become. What? Somebody somewhere, there's a chance. There's a chance somebody's going to say, "What did you watch Shards of Insanity do?" And they might say, "Well, we showed up late and he was arranging rugs." Oh. I'm trying to find a suitable place to put cardboard boxes. I don't like the cardboard boxes there. And I don't want to stash them in the toilet. I could destroy them, but... Ah. Yes, no, I haven't quite gone that far. Okay, let's tidy up that floor a bit. I know I don't need them, but we're going to stash them away in a filing cabinet. Seeing as I can't use the things, we will at least get rid of them. I could make more hooks. Actually, I probably ought to, but I'm not going to just yet. No, of course, I might need that for something else. If I get a hacksaw back. This is really irritating. Oh, you're not going to let me stack. Oh, okay. It's not going to let me stash this. There we go. Not going to let me stick it on top, even though that's where it was. Everybody, don't forget to wipe your feet when you are dragging blood in from your excursions outside. This day is really deciding that today is a rug sorting day. And a cloth gathering day, apparently. Cloth first. Eugene's aesthetics last. I've got to have some priorities. I can make some. I've got no excuse not to make posh torches now. Anybody want a bath mat? Remind me to have a complaint to the next meeting of the Homeowners Association. They have entirely too few curtains.
If I can drop any of this gear.
I will admit I don't like mounted heads, so it's not something I would be in a rush to do. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with all these. I don't have room for them. Oh, I suppose once we've finished the gut curing process. Alright, so that should be all the rugs, all the cloth.
I need to drop something.
And now, of course, is prime time for something to have spawned. Determined to make my life flash before my eyes. Ooh, a stick. We just spent all day arranging rugs and stealing cloth. And rugs. So, what aesthetic do we think I should pursue? Oh, see, that's too large. That dominates the room too much.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Sorry. It's not that funny. Somehow I feel that rugs in here wouldn't make a lot of sense, but I'll tell you what, just so that I've we'll just make a bit of space. Maybe we'll put our skins around the edge. Oh wow, I picked up 29 cloth. Oh, look at us. We're getting decorative with our rabbit skins. Yes, it would be nice to have a rug to stand on as we're making furniture. For tomorrow, I'm very tempted now to do a thumbnail which seems to focus on internal decoration.
This gear's starting to slow me down.
Oh no, that's entirely too big. Oh, look at that. I can actually. I didn't realize it would allow me to do that. Right. That should keep the internal decorators happy for a brief time. Okay. I don't know that I've got any more. I think that's everything. Yep. What am I carrying? Oh, I see. What am I carrying that's so heavy? Yeah, 9 fur would tend to do that to you. Oh, I need to fix. I need to fix my bedroll. That really is something I should do. Okay. This is the bit where I think I am going to start getting to the end of the live stream. We've reached the end of another day. We are unchewed, well supplied, and have a plan. Or at least an idea for something to do, which I suppose amounts to the same thing. I desperately want to get a hacksaw now, just so I can remove the handcart. It's in the way and it's a pain in the bottom. So, excuse me, while I have a in-chair stretch. I will be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time for more of this. Chances that something toothy will appear and make life temporarily more interesting, of course, increase with every passing live stream. I will be back with Warframe this evening, but the actual schedule will be above my head in a couple of minutes. Thank you everybody for watching. It is, as usual, much appreciated. I hope you all have a very good day, and I will see you all next time.